and being specific for what we do. So, and that's what we do. With our odds, we just cater towards that fight.
A exhibition now later on down the line.
Oh, why not? Why not? If he's willing to have a rematch with me, then
An exhibition.
I'm okay with that.
But an exhibition.
Smart and being specific for what we do. So, and that's what we do. With our odds, we just cater towards that fighter. That's mainly with Manny, someone like Pacquiao, so he doesn't overtrain.
When you're talking about overtraining, like, do you mean
Like doing too much? Like
no, I mean that. What I was gonna say was like
lost. That's what he brags about, you know. Such and such people have tried. So many of them have tried. All of them has failed.
To have a rematch with me, then
An exhibition.
I'm okay with that.
But an exhibition. How does it go now this time around? Obviously, it's been quite a few years since you guys got in the ring.
It's okay. An exhibition with a decision.
Is that decision? Not just exhibition.
Yeah.
So for how long do you
Exhibition with a
Manny Pacquiao has spoken, and he's not playing games. After Floyd Mayweather teased a possible rematch, Pacquiao responded with clarity. He's open to an exhibition, but only if there's a real decision. No staged rounds, no sparring. He wants a winner declared. We need a rematch, Manny said, and I'm okay with that, if it includes a real outcome.
A lot of people want to know, well, Manny Pacquiao going to fight Floyd after that. Floyd is not going to fight Manny Pacquiao, especially if Manny Pacquiao look like he can do something. If Manny Pacquiao look like he got them hands, he still got it. Floyd is not going to risk taking a loss. That's what he brags about, you know. Such and such people have tried. So many of them have tried. All of them has failed. Floyd care about that O more than anything, you know. Well, the money and the O, they go together for him.
take a day off. Like,
No,
not
well,
go
he'll
as
take
long.
day off to listen to his body. So one day, you know, day you wake up, it'll be a few days coming up where you just wait, I'm just fucking sore. I'm just tired. It's time to listen to your body. Take a day off, and you'll recover quite, and you'll be better. If you push through it, you'll overtrain. Take you one training session to overtrain, then you're fucked. It'll mess you up for a couple of weeks.
Pacquiao obviously got power also.
Right.
You know, I've been in there with him.
Did you feel his power?
He's solid. He's solid.
Okay.
He's solid. Ain't nothing I ain't never felt before, but he's solid.
Right.
And he felt me too. That's why he wasn't quick to run in there.
Right.
So it's obvious we both felt we felt each other. At the end of the day, you know, it finally happened. He got cooked. Right. Now they begging for a rematch. My thing is this: if you get it done right the first time, you got to do it again.
Pacquiao spoke about that he shouldn't have. Because it's a time and a place for everything. I'm not gonna say he's right and I'm not gonna say he's wrong. I ain't have to say nothing. Just by you saying my name, they gave me a check for $4 million.
Who did?
I mean, you know, I don't like to throw certain individuals under the bus because we don't do that. He said my name when he didn't supposed to. Remember, I said it's a time and a place. Remember, I want you guys to go check out Manny Pacquiao when he got upset a few times when he said, "Oh, Floyd, you using my name, He got famous because they said this could be the guy that could possibly dethrone the king. Did it happen? Absolutely not. Was he easy?
At 46, Pacquiao's return has shocked the boxing world. His team insists this comeback isn't about fame or cash. His coach even claims Pacquiao's legacy now outshines Floyd's, pointing to his 8 division titles, something Mayweather never came close to.
Damn, how was it?
It was amazing, man. Really good, bro. Shout out to the machete hooking it up.
Bro, I gotta ask you. So you're the expert.
Para este?
You're the expert. You're the champ. I gotta ask you, Floyd and Mayweather and Manny, right now, who you think will win?
I don't know. That'll be a really good fight. I think Manny, because he's been more active, you know. He's been more active, but Mayweather's Mayweather, you know. He's always good. He stays in shape, takes care of himself, but it'll be an awesome fight.
You have to go with Manny, though, right?
All right, well, even if you think he did win the fight, Manny was obviously severely injured. He had a hurt shoulder in that fight. So do you think Floyd would want the rematch knowing that he had a very close victory over a guy that was fighting basically one-armed?
You know, basically, a guy with one arm was throwing punches for 12 rounds, throwing very hard punches for 12 rounds. If you got a torn rotator cuff, you ain't going to throw no punches at all. So that's bullshit.
So do you question Manny on that one?
I question Manny on that one. I mean, the thing is this, the reality is this, is that then after the fight, you never went and got surgery to get it repaired. You basically said that, oh, God healed you. can't say that. I ain't going against what you're saying about that, but what I'm saying is this, is that if you had something torn, it has to be fixed.
Yep.
You have to go with Manny. He's been
Of course.
and Floyd's last 2 fights weren't really pro fighters. You know what I'm saying? There was
Over there in
kickboxer
China
and Conor McGregor. You know what I'm saying? But you definitely put your money on Manny.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely. So the Mexican Rocky, huh?
Mexican Rocky. Trying to get that movie.
There it is.
Wasn't Rocky
movie,
Mexican?
Which one?
Rocky was Mexican, wasn't he?
Oh,
You talking about Sly?
Oh man! All this time I've been watching that. Oh, I thought he was Mexican, man.
Yeah, Daddy's choking too hard with you.
While Floyd protects his spotless 50-year record, Manny's still chasing real competition. Mayweather's critics say he avoids the rematch because Pacquiao still looks dangerous, fast, sharp, and determined.
The game right now because we want that rematch. I want that rematch, because Manny had an injury last time, but after the 4th round, he said, "Freddie, I can't throw it anymore," and I said, "Just do the best you can." And I know we can do so much better in the rematch, and I know we can win that fight. And it's like what me and Manny both want badly, and we would love to get that.
Go back to the first fight. It was about 3 weeks before the bout, and you were in a sparring session. Manny tore his rotator cuff.
Yes.
Correct?
Pacquiao, it's weird. Danny felt like a big brick. Pacquiao felt like a little brick. Okay? Now, the weird part is Pacquiao's hands just felt heavy. After the fight, I constantly was thinking, why did his fist feel like a rock? You know? It was like awkward, right? I was like, why did his fist feel so hard in the fight? You know, I was like, it was a little awkward. You know, I don't really care about that stuff that much. I mean, I could handle it. It wasn't devastating. It didn't really feel like plaster, but it felt like something. It felt like a rock. So I thought, like, does he do certain training? Does he do certain, does he build up calluses? Does he have more dense bone density in his hands? Did they do some Asian stuff? What did they do? Who knows, right? And then looking at the picture, I was like, damn, you know what? Pacquiao wore them old school Mexican Reyes.
Rematch with Floyd Mayweather Jr. Can you see it happening fairly quickly?
I'm not sure because Floyd walked out of the arena before the announcement of
on
who
Saturday
won the fight.
night.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I guess he didn't want to get called out by Manny. And he is 42 now, and he's older than Manny, and Manny's performance was unbelievable, and I think that's why he kind of snuck out of there a little bit early. But I mean, this is why we're really in.
In contrast, Floyd's recent fights have been exhibition fluff, not legacy-defining battles. Freddie Roach backs it too. Manny trains now like he's still in his 20s. He wants that second fight, and this time, he's healthy.
Or you're fighting for vacant titles for guys who probably would have been champion. I think Floyd has a great resume. He's my number 2 all time. I think he has amazing champions on his resume. I don't think he just cherry-picked and ducked his whole career. But if you fight a fighter in Sergey Kovalev in 2025, that is considered a champion, former world champion, and it will go on your resume as a champion. Same as if you fought Mike Tyson in 2025. You beat a world champion. That's why with Floyd, you really got to go back and look at the names and see where they were at. Like I said, amazing feat nonetheless. It's still hard to beat 23 world champions. Not saying all of them were just over the hill, but 8 divisions is something I truly believe we will never see again.
10 seconds.
Pacquiao he hasn't been a pro in a minute, and they're coming back to fight someone for a belt. Barrios technically should win, but this isn't fair. Like, we could have had Brian Norman Jr. versus Barrios, but we're getting Manny Pacquiao versus Barrios. I don't think anyone wants to see that. Manny Pacquiao is past his prime. He's not in his fighting years no more. And then can he make 147? And then you're letting him fight for the belt. That doesn't make any type of sense. And then if he beats Barrios, let's say hypothetically he beats.
Father time, he's hard, and it was very hard watching him fight Lucas.
and you could see it. And then watching the exhibition he had with the Korean guy or the Japanese guy in last year, it was hard to watch. I know Manny, I know the man that I was sparring. I love that guy. So, but again, he's a legend, and if he turns it on, he can still do it.
Who has the best accomplishment, Floyd or Manny Pacquiao? The 8 divisions versus the 50-0, beating 23 world champions. You guys know which way I go. I like Floyd a whole lot more, but I gotta respect Manny Pacquiao's the greatest boxer of all time. 8 divisions is the greatest feat. I don't think you could do anything greater than becoming an 8 division champion. I say 8 divisions better than the 50-0 because you could pick your way to that eventually. 50-0 is really not that impressive. It's really the 23 world champions. And the thing about that is that a lot of them are former. When you become an 8 division champion, that means you're fighting active champions.
Surprising. Obviously, I know Manny very well. You know, he's a true competitor. He's a guy that if you put something in his head, and obviously to create more history, he's a guy that's going to give everything and try his best. That's what Manny. One thing I always learned with Manny is give 110% and try your best no matter what. So yeah, he's going to give it his all. Again, you can't beef up.
We have a chance to have a rematch.
Of course, if I was Manny Pacquiao, would I be chasing Floyd Mayweather to do an exhibition to get a good payday? Absolutely. Absolutely, I will.
I can say that more action than compared to the first one because the first one, we know the fact that I have injury on my shoulders.
There's no blueprint on how to beat Floyd Mayweather.
He's older than me.
You know, when we talk about Hall of Famer, he's a Hall of Famer. But nobody has the remedy on how to beat Floyd Mayweather.
Where Manny had a great career, but boxing retired Manny. Manny didn't retire from boxing.
I'm still young, so what I have done and accomplished in boxing, I think it's one of a kind because to get 8 different weight division is not.
Even former opponents like Keith Thurman say Pacquiao still punches like a brick. Add in fresh training footage and it's clear. Manny isn't here for nostalgia. He's here to win. So the question remains, will Floyd finally step into the ring for a real rematch?
Day one.
Is he gonna unify? Cause Boost, that's sitting in the lamb to the slaughter. Brian Norman, that's sitting in the lamb to slaughter. Like, this doesn't make no sense. These young fighters, like, they can really hurt. They can really hurt Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao couldn't even handle Ugas. Like, just think about how this is all playing out. It doesn't make sense. This fight shouldn't be made. Like, there's other fighters that Barrios can fight. Like, he could try to fight Boost because I think unification is Trump mandatories. Or there's I would have to look into the weight division for. Oh, there's like he could fight Rohan. There's other fighters you can fight besides Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao.
And then they did it in English, and then like that was with silence.
That makes it because Manny Pacquiao said it's like no one cared. I was like, bro, are we like hearing like, the same thing from? Like, the man just said he's fighting Floyd Mayweather, and no one cared. Everyone's like, okay, like hand over the mic, dog. Like,
people are saying massive. They're saying that, or they're saying, oh, like where they were, it's like culture to not like make noise during stuff like
this.
Bro,
like, you know the fans that Manny Pacquiao has and stuff, bro. If he's announcing that fight, you know these guys are going. Speaking of Mayweather, fam, do you see they're doing the Pacquiao rematch?
Yeah, I was about to say that. I was about to say that. They announced it, and all the fans were like,
weirdest way, bro. It's like, they didn't even know. It's like they didn't know if they actually meant to announce it or not.
This is what I'm saying.
That fight's actually happening.
I heard in the comments that they announced it in like Chinese or something before, and then the crowd went crazy.
Japan, right,
yeah, like in their language they announced it, and then they went crazy.
Or will he keep dodging the one fight that could rewrite history? Let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell, because if this rematch happens, it could be the biggest fight of this decade.